Audio? We have audio? This may be as close to being on time as I have ever been. Holy shit. Let me interject that the rec room where I record these videos is cold as balls. It's literally probably in 60 degrees Fahrenheit in here. Holy cow. It's like 35 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and I think it may be 20 degrees warmer in here than it is outside. Hi guys, looks like there's some people joining in now. Starting to get match requests. I got plenty of room for friends if anybody wants to send a request. All right. I know I said, if you noticed that when I said this thing was going to go, that I definitely need to play some stuff. I've had the week from hell. Adithian. Hello, Adithian. Am I pronouncing that right? See, we got a lot of people showing up. Tertha, Isaiah, David. How do I have so much coins? Honestly, I think I had 65 million yesterday or the day before I started buying players. Let's see. I grabbed Premium Van Dyke. Finally. Been waiting for a few more program Liverpool players. And what's funny is I grabbed this one on Wednesday, and I don't believe I've used him yet. I've not played a single match. You want to see what I bought recently? Let's see. I grabbed Proms. I had 3, but I've sold 2 of them. Let's see. Proms is ready to sell. I went ahead and bought Ox. The Ox. Because I really wanted him for quite a while. I couldn't see spending the 20 million that he was kind of settling out about. But with the new Champions League and the requirement of 687 plus UCL players, I figured, why not? May as well grab him. Which kind of sucks because now I have an overabundance of midfielders. Is Ox good in gameplay? I don't know. I haven't used him yet. Literally, I've been so swamped the last couple of days that even League versus League I've auto-played. I am still on my first run-through of Thanksgiving. I've played 3 times when it was released for Phase 2. I haven't done shit. Okay, so what else do I have as far as players? Who else have I bought that's big? I sold a bunch of stuff, which is where all the 60 million came from. I was grabbing... Once Player of the Month was released, I did grab Real Madrid players, informed players asking about that. And like Modric, I bought Modric relatively cheap. Tony Cruz, premium players, because I know right now with the value of all the team of the weeks are down way low. So I was grabbing, I grabbed 2 of the Benzema. 2 or 3. I only have 2 of the Benzema. And they're both statics. I mean, these are players, if I'm buying them right now, they'll be cheap of the month, or cheap enough that I know I can make the money back and get a decent profit out of them. But, I mean, premium Cruz, premium Modric, and I got them things dirt cheap. Okay, am I going to invest in Werner? I don't know. I doubt it. See, the reason I think he's so cheap is he's the second player of the month. And anybody who didn't get 100 player of the month points in round 1, so there's all the other ones. If anybody who didn't get 100 player of the month points in round 1 ended up getting enough now for round 2 that they just went ahead and bought him. So everybody with Werner either got 100 both times or they don't have De Bruyne. And I think it's a Bundesliga player. There's not a ton of teams, a ton of people that are using Bundesliga. I haven't even looked to see his stats yet because I've been so swamped. He's 93 rate, 114 pace. He's got great stats. I mean, but it's the fact that he's Bundesliga. And unless you're using him for head-to-head, he's just, not really that fantastic. 92 Varane. Are you talking about for Champions League? Is there a 92 Varane? Week 4. Holy shit. The only problem is that he's unobtainable free to play. You'd have to buy him. The 92s are... What are the 92s? They're like 3,000? They're right around 3,000? I haven't even looked. So 2,500 for a 90. Oh, there it is. 3,000 for a 90 for a 92. So he'll be 3,000 points, and we've already determined that the most you can get's around 2,500. 2,900 if you're doing really well. So if you think you're really going play versus play, you win about 2/3 of your matches. The most you can get free to play is around 2,700, which is still shy of 3,000. And you would need to buy 3 or 4 packs to make up the difference. No, wait, it's 125. I can't even remember the numbers now. So my brain's just not working. So you'd need 3 or 4 packs to open him. So you could get him for under 10,000 gems and use everything you've got because it'll be in the 4th week. But realistically, because of that, and with him being 92 and him being a Real Madrid card, I would speculate the price on that thing will be 25 to 45 million, in that range. If anybody could get him, maybe even higher. I think Mane's still sitting around 40 million now in my market. I think there was one earlier at 30. Yeah, 38 million is the only one. I should have bought him when he was 30. I could have made money. Yeah, I don't know. What's the other question? Mane is overrated. I have no idea. if he is overrated or not. See, I was going to buy him. I was ready to buy him, which is why I was selling some stuff, because I really wanted that card. The stats on it look fantastic. I wouldn't use it as a left mid. He'd be my left wing. But with the Liverpool game yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. See, this is how bad it is. I don't even know what day of the week it is. With the Liverpool game yesterday and Mane's unbelievable performance, there is no fucking way he's not getting a Team of the Week player to this on Wednesday. And if he gets a Team of the Week player, if he gets a Team of the Week upgrade on Wednesday of next week, it sure as shit better be a left wing. And it'll be, 87 to 89 rated. And he'll probably be 7-8 million for the left wing. And I would much rather play 7 to 8 million for a left wing that I can upgrade in the position I want than 38 million for a left mid I'd have to play out of position for a very long time. What was the question about? Liverpool kit. Yes, I have the Liverpool kit. Right there. And that's last year's Liverpool kit. I can actually, haven't done it yet, but my daily match is Liverpool. So let's see. What do I have? We got Van Dijk and Oxlade-Chamberlain. Just while I'm talking, let's see how they do against Liverpool. We'll throw one goal in and then let it autoplay. Oh, come on. Need to pay attention here. Let's see. Ooh. I'm losing some ground in the chat. Just put one in, that way I can, I'm not wasting stamina here. I really, really, really need a Bluetooth microphone or headset or something. I hate playing with a cord right in the palm of my hand. Makes life a little bit difficult. Come on. All right. I better pay attention here and get a goal before I start screwing around and lose this. Does anybody know if you screw up the daily matches, if you have another opportunity? What the hell does that? Somebody just colotoried my ball. This is a lot more difficult than it should be. What am I doing? I'm at a point now where, actually, holy crap. Okay. Hey, what's the questions? We're going to lose this just to see what happens. How do you make most of your coins? Going all the way back up there. Josu Vicente. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but how do I make all my coins? Right now, it's what I like to refer to as spaghetti investing. The old adage of throw spaghetti at the wall and just see what sticks. Okay, so let's see if you get how many times you can play the match. Failed. Yeah, I can play it again. All right, we'll let it autoplay while I talk. Okay, most of my coins are made with spaghetti investing, which is what I call it. It's you buy a ton of players under fair market value and hold on to them long term until the market shifts and the fair market value rises. Right now, that's the majority of my investments. So if you looked at my players, Wednesday, before I started selling players to make sure I had enough prepared for Van Dijk, I had just over like 350 elites, and I think I'm at 250 now. I think I sold about 100 elites to get that 60 million. And those elites I was buying on average around, some of them as low as 60K, some of them for 120K, in that range, 60 to 120. And I generally get rid of them when the value of them goes anywhere from 180 to 250K. And because of the way the bot market works, if you pay attention throughout the day, at some points a card will be worth 60K at 9 a.m., 9:15 it'll be 90K, 10:30 it could be 200K. You just have to hit that window, and it has a lot to do with checking and checking and checking. And you can do that with silvers, you can do that with golds, you can do it with elites. Now elites, it's a little bit more difficult because you really have to pay attention, and you don't want to buy somebody that you're going to get stuck with for a very long time. Base players right now, because of the chemistry, unless it's a sought after base player, like, let's see, Real Madrid cards, obviously they're going to retain their value. The Serie A cards, because of the campaign, and Real Madrid cards the same. EPL cards, those cards will stay active for a while. Not once their Team of the Week card starts pulling value in, then the value for those cards drop down. What happened? I was ahead by one. Let's see if Van Dijk can finish a corner. Yep. Okay. That's a good reason to grab that Team of the Week, Van Dijk. His power header seems to work, which is fantastic considering before him I couldn't use the base Van Dijk to put anything in. So, buy. Get them at cheap price, which is why I'm always talking about buying silvers and buying golds. I buy my silvers under 800K, only do 68s and 69s. I buy all of my golds under 1200. So 800 coins for silvers, 1200 coins for golds. I use my range between 68 and 75, that range right there. And I'll buy a couple thousand at a time. You can only hold 1,100 cards in your squad, but you can have as many as you want in the dismiss box, which is what I call the parking lot. And you just keep running it that way. There's a couple of videos on there that it shows how that's working this season, but that's where all the coins are coming from. So I hope that kind of answered the question. Looks like I should get this Liverpool kit here in a second, which I already have a Liverpool kit, so we're going to be able to see what happens. Okay, what's the next question? Holy crap, there was a lot going on that I missed. Next week, football freeze. Yeah. Supposedly freeze is going to be Friday at the reset once Thanksgiving goes away. That's the rumor anyway, and I believe it's true. So we're looking at freeze. It's usually for the whole month of December. What are we, about the 6th of December? So I think you're going to end up with 3 weeks of it, 4 weeks of it. Let's see. Okay. Donna is good at 6.5 feet tall. Someone says that the goalkeeper height doesn't matter now. Okay, so now that's a new kit. Let's see if I end up with 2 kits before we go any farther. Let's check that. So I don't see a Liverpool kit that's new. Well, shit. Nope, didn't get a new kit. Same old kit. The 2018, 2017 kit is still the same kit. Well, that sucked. All right, just because I'm talking, we're going to go ahead and accept a match. I'm going to probably autoplay most of it. We'll see what happens. Okay, so goalkeeper height doesn't matter now. That's the thing. And as far as I know, that the goalkeeper height, the way the game mechanics are set up for FIFA Mobile 20 compared to FIFA Mobile 19, that the height has a direct relationship to the how do you explain this? Their height does factor in to the ground the stats can cover. That's the way it was explained. So in FIFA 19 and FIFA 18 and 17 as well, the height was an arbitrary amount that had nothing to do with the mechanics, because the relationship to the player, to what was happening around them, was only connected to the stats the player had. So if the diving stat was X amount and their recovery was X amount, it didn't matter how tall they were. Everything was based off of their statistics. Now in FIFA Mobile 20, the big thing was they were changing the statistics for certain aspects of the game, mostly heading and goalkeepers. Their height did make a difference, which is why some of these crazy tall gargantuan keepers hold their value and are so crazy expensive, because EA did announce that the height does make a difference. It's not stat based. Some of it is actual physical characteristics based. I really haven't seen it. I don't notice much about it. But supposedly it is a big deal. So that's why you'll see sometimes on the leaderboard, if you look at the teams, which if you're smart, you'll constantly go to the leaderboard on Rivals and check what teams the top 10, top 50 players are using. And from time to time, you can see a random strange player pop up in there. And you'll see that someone has found like a silver that you can train up with crazy stats. And it's kind of like being able to find these weird, obscure base players that are actually unbelievable. And the only way you can do it is if you just keep checking to see what's out there. And so if you pay attention to what keepers guys are using, it's really not that big a deal. Okay, am I going to train up Van Dijk to 100? I have not yet made that decision. And the reason being is I bought the premium and I got him cheap. It was just around $8 million for the premium, right within the first hour of release. And I had a feeling that $8 million for that premium in a week or two is going to go up to 10 to 15 million. And if it's the case, I will sell his ass and buy the static, because I don't care. Premium, static, none of it matters to me. So there's a very distinct possibility I'm going to wait to train him up just to see. But yeah, I do plan. I will train a team of the week Van Dijk up for something. Okay, any idea about the next player of the month player? Are you talking about the player of the month for December? Because we're dealing with... No. Yeah, we're dealing with November's now. I have no idea who the next one will be. I mean, we're early in the month. You don't like Liverpool, man. Sorry, I watch Liverpool matches for them to lose. Yeah, I'm not even going to respond to that. Why is the market dead? The market is not dead. The market is in a crazy spot right now. Am I... Okay, someone's asking, am I play to win? Am I a play to win player? No, I am not a play to win player. I am as free to play as I can possibly be. But there's times I will spend money. Like the Star Pass, I've bought the Star Pass the last couple of months just because there's so many boosts in the Star Pass. It's kind of, it's tough not to do it for $10 because besides the fact that you keep getting, it's like their heroin. They're giving it to you for free with the top row, but they're going, hey, if you spend that $10, here's what you can get. But no, I'm not dropping money on different packs and all that crap. I've got a wife who would literally, she would Lorena Bob at me in the middle of the night if I was pay to play. Let's see. What players am I expecting in football freeze? Hoping for Aguero. I just sold a base Aguero. He was one of the players that I sold. Let's see. Can we put another header in with Van Dyke? Nope. Wait, did I earn another corner? I just want to see what his capability is. One-handed. Nope, couldn't get in there. I really have no idea for freeze. Last year there was a Milner in freeze that I really liked and I used for a very long time, but besides that, I don't know. It's usually pretty random for the freeze. Like, most of the events, there's a reason that they're in it. A lot of the players are in it. It's like, okay, this is the Oktoberfest event, so you've got German players. This is the Valentine's Day event, so we're using players whose celebration makes a heart shape. With freeze, we got players whose names are cold. I don't know. So I really have no idea who's going to be in it. But we do, based on Discord, the rumor is that freeze will be released tomorrow once Thanksgiving goes away. Drowsy Ruffian 70. What's happening? Thanks for streaming. You're welcome. Glad I could get back to this. It's been a rough couple of weeks here at my house, and I've missed a few of these. And then the holiday kind of fucked it all up, too. Let's see. So what was the... Okay. Back to the play-to-win thing. Am I a play-to-win player? And I said no. I'm as free to play as you can be. But I will... The Informed Player did bring this up that I bought at the beginning of the season, which I did. At the very start of the season... And I outlined this in a video. There's a whole video on it about jumping the VIP line, which is at that point, which is why I bought, which is why I did spend the money. And if you were to spend $50 on day one, you could jump to VIP 7 on the first day's reset. Now, the way the VIP system works now, this isn't helping you now, but this would help you for next season. The way VIP works is your daily... Hold on, I'm doing this. Let's see. Play another one. I'm auto-playing it. I won the first one without touching it, so we'll just see what happens with the AI taking my hand. This is my fourth beer, so it's possible that the AI is more intelligent than I am right now. Okay. Jumpstart and the VIP advantage is a big deal in the very beginning of the season. If you spent the money in the first reset, $50 jumped you to VIP 7, $100 jumped you to VIP 8. $100 spent put you so far ahead in the VIP standings because most people were getting their squad bonus every day in VIP points for the daily resets on day 1 and day 2 only gave them, I think it was, you got 25 VIP points per day. But at VIP 7 and 8, I think you get 300 or 400 per day. So, and it's accumulative VIP points is where you jump the line. So if you spend that money on day 1, when the points that you earn are worth more along the trajectory of the VIP path, it makes a difference. So like once you hit VIP 9, it takes you almost 4 weeks to get to VIP 10. But buying a pack, a $20 pack on day one, jumped you 3 VIP spots, whereas a $20 pack on day 10 didn't jump you at all. It didn't move you anywhere up in the ranks. So if you get as far as you ahead as you can in the very beginning, you start earning more VIP points every day, and that's how you get so far ahead. So I think it was figured out, and it was $100 on day one, got you to VIP 10 by December 20th, I think it was. December 18th or something like that. And I did the $100 pack on day one. And then the only thing I've bought since then was the Star Pass. And I think there's been a random $1 program pack here and there. And I will be VIP 10 on December 10th. So Tuesday I get the market tax. Very excited about that. Very, 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 very excited about that. Now there's a possibility if for some reason they release something with freeze that gives a decent bonus for a couple of dollars. If they do another freeze calendar bullshit like Star Pass, and I decide to spend the $10 on it, it may jump me ahead. I might be market tax free by Monday, so we'll have to wait and see. But if I spend the money, I'll let you guys know. Always do. Let's see. I'm still trying to read. God, you guys are way ahead of me right now. That's also good. Wow. Tips to beat the Roma match. That is a great question. If anybody has good tips to beat the Roma match, let me know. That thing is the bane of my existence. Okay, someone talking about the gray ball. Are you talking about the dark gray ball that's in the Champions League event? Okay, I'm going to jump down here. If I missed anything that some people said, just let me know. But I got to jump ahead because you're way ahead of me tonight. Masters from UCL event, free to play. You can get Masters free to play, but not with your group points. The Masters that are free to play, this was no names question. The Masters in UCL that are free to play are the chosen Masters from doing the professional event. Another month, another team of the year. Player of the month, FIFA Mobile says for Roma, I cross spammed to Weghorst. I would do that. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I've got Weghorst in, and I've got him trained to 88 so I can use him. And he is a header monster. It's about all he does. It's just header. Can't dribble for shit. But my God, you can pick him out. He's like Ibra in the MLS. Sticks out like a sore thumb. He's easy to hit with a cross. And he does finish everything. That is a fantastic card for head-to-head. But you can only use him as a target. I can't use him at all for anything other than a target. 89 DOS, that's what you're using? Is it... See, my problem with that Roma event is it's 2-2 almost every time. That is if I can save the penalty in the beginning. But I just can't get that third goal in. But I think with most of this stuff, it's more about just getting lucky. If you can get an easy goal in and then you get the second one, it's like you play the event, and then the 25th time you're playing it, all of a sudden it seems easy. And you can have the same formation, the same players, nothing changes. It's just looking for that opportunity. Okay. One more. Do a little bit more talking. Oh, match is no longer available. All right, let's see. I've got Weghorst. I think, yeah, I've got base at 88. So here's what I was using for. There's my World Tour team. Use your energy all at once, not one at a time. Well, yeah, when I sit down to try to play against Roma, I'll just use 100 energy. 10 in a row. I usually get about 7 or 8 of those where I win the PK. With this formation, the 4-2-4, half the time he goes right, half the time he goes left. It's very haphazard. I've looked at the 90 rated Weghorst. Let's see. So what are we looking at here? Let's see if we can get 3 million for a premium. Now would be the time, because with Player of the Month, the shit is dirt cheap right now. Where was that? Let's just grab him. A little over 3 million for a premium. We'll see. We'll see if I get that money back eventually. Okay. Where's it at? Stats aren't a whole lot better. We'll see, though. What can I do here? I wonder how much I get out of Weghorst. Let's see. Wait, I must have him in another squad. Is he on my Thanksgiving squad? Nope. There he is. Where did he go? Let's see what we can use. Oh, well, hell, that's a decent amount. See, I could upgrade him for a coin. 1 coin. I don't want to use a bunch of XP on him. I'd rather save XP for... Let's just see. You know what? Let's wait. We'll burn him in there when I've actually got some money. Right side play Weghorst from left striker, vice versa. Caught up on if both on the same side. Yeah, I know. That's why I have him on the left side. And I'll use Alexander Arnold to cross in to the left. Don't do what? Informed player says don't do something. Don't do what? Don't spend. Yeah, I know. That's why I waited. I don't want to. The coin discount. I never train if it's 1. I'll train. I want to spend something because I'm missing out on a ton of the coin boost. That's why I didn't do it. That's why I said I'll wait when I've got the money to spend. Now, here's the reason that I've got all this money, all this XP. I even have a shit ton of perks and could buy this one. But the problem right now is anything I do to this Thanksgiving team, anything I train, anything I do, see, it's like I've got Allison ready to go to 96. I think it's boom. All I need is 1,000 XP. I'm ready to do it for all this, but I'm so far behind on Thanksgiving. I've got 45 matches to play on Thanksgiving. When does it end? How many hours do I have? 14 hours. I've got to play 45 versus matches in Thanksgiving. That's how far behind I am, which is crazy. That's why literally I've been so swamped the last 2 weeks that that's why I haven't had time for live streams. It's been crazy here. And missed 2 weeks worth of live streams, so I'm trying to get caught back up. Okay, you're asking, Lado's asking, hey Travis, what should I invest in for about 6 million? Okay, if you have 6 million, the best thing I would tell you to do is do a search for 80 rated players. Set your price at about 115,000 right now, and grab anybody that you see pop up. Especially any of these premium team of the weeks, if you see any pop up, buy them. The old Europa League players. Now, personally, I'm doing a search at 100,000 all the time. I buy every player I can. Anything that pops up. See, sometimes there's only one. Sometimes there'll be a bunch. If I sat here and just keep researching, I'd find another one. If you've got 6 million, you can buy 60 elites at 100,000. Pay attention to them. Sell them when they hit about 160 to 180. And you'll nearly double your profit, double your intake, especially when you're buying some of these cheaper. And it depends on what time of the day it is. Sometimes they're a little bit more expensive. Sometimes they're cheaper. And if you're not getting anything at 100,000, bump it up a little bit. See what's popping up. And then just pay attention to the market. I don't want to pay 109 for a player that I probably already have 20 of. Christie, I've got too many of those, too many babbles. So if you look at what I've got left in my elites, the only reason I'm not buying those is certain players I've got a ton of that. 5 of the babbles left, ton of Christies, 10 Christies. That's what I would do with that 6 million. I wouldn't buy a ton. Dumb question, how do you know if they're premium? You have, like, they shine. They have an animation on them. So if you look at my squad, if you pay attention, Oxlade-Chamberlain is premium, Aubameyang is premium, Pulisic is premium, and Van Dijk is premium. The rest are static. Most of the Team of the Week cards have both premium and static versions. All base are standard. See where it says Team of the Week, Week 11 starter, premium version. Whereas just says Team of the Week 1 starter. That's the difference. There is a little known that sometimes you assume that the premiums are worth more. That is really not the case because of the way the market works, that you're not really buying from players. You're buying from the bot because the bot lists the stuff. The bot is what's buying off of you, and they will only buy things based on what the market is doing currently, how many players are in there. So sometimes the premiums are worth more than the elites if there's more static players in the market that are available. If there's more elite premiums, then they were worth less. So like right now, there's some certain cards like those Christies, they're all premium. If you have a static one, they are worth nothing when the premiums are crazy. But the other way around on Christie, the statics are worth an insane amount of money compared to the premium. So it just depends. But like some of these very high dollar, like the Van Dijk Team of the Weeks, all those Real Madrid Team of the Weeks, Toni Kroos, Modric, the premiums are worth more. Okay. Let's see, someone was just saying something. No Name saying 4-3-3 attack on Roma match. They shoot middle for PK 9 times out of 10. 4-3-3 attack. Yes. I give you that. I don't know. I don't use a 4-3-3 attack. I don't have center attacking mid. It just depends. Sometimes it's a formation changes. I've used that same 4-2-4 formation against Roma, and I've probably played it 20 times, and he shot up the middle 4 or 5 of them. The vast majority go to the right, but maybe a quarter of the time he goes to the left. And I've even had a few times where he's chipped it over my head straight up the middle. I have no idea. It just kind of changes. The stats do not differ for premium versus static. I just saw that question. And informed player, yes, I'll play you next. Let's see, send me a request. I'm losing right now. Okay. 3-5-2. Give 3-5-2 a try for Roma. Legs boost compared to legendary boost. Is that what the joke is? Yeah, farming is dead. Farming is not possible. There is no farming. And the reason I think there's no farming is because of the suggested price. They added suggested price late in the year last year, and it just killed it. Shooting, finishing, attacking, boost. I don't know. I've kind of looked at the boost right now, but with this new season beginning, most of us were just kind of grabbing whatever players are available. We don't have enough players. There's not enough choices out there for us to make a good decision on which booster important. We really didn't have that choice last year until after maybe say March, when you started getting a lot more players available, and there were more legendary boost players popping up. So like right now, my squad has like 10 different boosts. I just don't really put much attention into it yet. You have 100K. What should I invest in? If you have 100K, I would spend all 100,000 of that on silvers. 69 rated silvers. Buy anything you can buy under 800 coins. Don't buy more than 3 of any one player. Divide it out as far as you can. And then just wait 3 hours, start searching them. Anything that you can sell for more than 1,200 coins, sell. And just repeat over the next week. It'll take you a couple of days to make your 100,000 back, and then you'll probably still have 60 silvers to sell. Buy a bunch more silvers at 800 coins a piece and just keep going and selling them. Buy and sell, buy and sell. Before you know it, within a week or two, you'll have 1,000,000 coins. But it's a slow start from 100K. But that would be my best advice. If you have 10 million coins, what should you do? Right now is the time to buy, because Player of the Month was just released. So with the Player of the Month coming out, you can definitely buy. The elites are cheap. Like you just saw me grab some stuff. Anything you can get under 100K, Just spend the money on it. How do I know which players I should actually upgrade on my team? Okay, so let's see. Okay, we're going to accept this. We want to see what happens. Do we have ZIDANE in this? There he is. There he is. We'll see what he can do. Let's see. How do I know which players I should actually upgrade on my team? Now, personally, for me, I didn't upgrade anyone I expected I was going to be selling or replacing. So, like Van Dijk, I've had that base Van Dijk since the third week of the season. I never put any coins into him because I knew as soon as a Van Dijk premium player was released that I would be buying him and getting rid of my base card. So I sold my Van Dijk for the same thing that I bought him for, $5 million, as soon as I bought that premium Van Dijk yesterday. Had I trained that base Van Dijk at all, I would have lost half of the money I had in training him when I sold him. You lose all that. But I trained Shaqiri, my right wing Shaqiri base card, because the only time he's going to end up with a premium card is if he has one hell of a week coming off the bench because he's not a Liverpool starter. I love his card. I use him every season, even before he transferred to Liverpool. I just love the way he plays. And the card usually is very fast and very strong in that left wing position or right wing position. So I knew I was going to keep him around for a while. So I went ahead and started training him. And then as I've been getting as I've been getting program players, that's when I start training them. But before I spent the money on Pulisic last weekend and put him in at left wing, I had Mane base card at left wing and never trained him at all. Sold him for what I had into him. It's the same thing. I think right now the only players I have that I haven't trained are that Aubameyang 89 rated striker that I still use is a base level 89. I haven't put any money into him because I'm not going to keep him. He will get sold. Let's see. As soon as either Origi or a Firmino card get released in a premium, like a program card gets released, I'll swap those out. Sonnet, you want Saint to get a card. 88 rated player, what do I do? You have 2 88 rated players. What do I do in the UCL program? Okay, ask it again. I'm kind of confused as to what you're asking. Oh, I see. I just see you're auto playing. That's why you can't score? So are you auto playing against me, or are we auto play versus auto play? Yeah, if you auto play against my auto play, I don't know what's going to happen. I think Zidane's going to probably put a few in. But yeah, it's no doubt. I'm assuming that the AI is a better handle on this game than I am. If you want to win, I'll have to pick the controller. Let's just start playing and see what happens. It's funny because I still haven't. This is the first time I'm using Chamberlain. Oh, I thought I still had the ball. Yeah, someone was talking about the gray ball earlier. I hate that new ball in the Champions League tab. Whatever it is, I can't see it for shit. Get rid of it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Damn it. Thought I had a chance. We're going after header. Oh, that sucks a big fat one. Not bad. Not bad. I didn't see any excitement out of ZIDANE. Uh-oh. Stopped. He sent a request. See here, I thought he was sick. We're going to play. Actually, we're going to play, but I'm going to cheat. Let's put that Weghorst in just because he's new. I want to see what he can do. Okay. And I didn't even have to send him a bottle of vitamin C. Oh, he's got that rush up top. All right, I've got to really pay attention. I'm curious to see what that premium... I want to see what that premium icon can do. I always... Whenever him and I play... Ah, shit! Whenever we play, it's always nothing but defense out of me. 2/3 of this match is going to be played right in front of my goal. Woo! Where did I get Van Dijk 89? I bought him. 8 million I think I paid for him. 8 and change. Concentrate. Concentrate. Come on, Hershey boy. Move. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The Ox! Coming through! Coming through! Where are we at, Christian? God damn it! That was a through ball from heaven, and he just fell asleep. No one moved forward. I would kill a U19 if he did that. Give me the throw. High intensity right now. Very exciting. I'm actually actively trying to do something right now. It's the first match I've played. Damn it. Thought I had the curl. Nope, that's half. All right, 0-0. Oh, here we go. What the hell? Did I literally just faceplant my own player? I saw Kolo Toure do that one time. It was hysterical. Only because they were already winning. Was the only reason I thought it funny. Anybody who remembers the days when Torre was at Liverpool, those were literally the funniest, stupid shit that happened. Just because I liked him. The guy had a ton of heart, but goddamn, he made some stupid mistakes. Oh, that was beautiful. That was a nice stop. That's why I wanted to get that Oxlade-Chamberlain card. That interception was awesome. Uh-oh. Did you get out in front of me? I'll give away the corner. Grab it. Someone just said, I'm trying to read while I'm playing, which is not something I'm very good at. But someone just said that I'll have to make a quick guide for freeze if it comes out. Anybody who was paying attention to what happened this week when UCL came out, I attempted to do the quick guide thing, and I fucked it all up. Damn it. I'm trying to use Pulisic's speed, and he just will not get out ahead of the ball. All right, 0-0. That was an excellent match. I'm happy with that. So I wonder if he was streaming it too. I'll have to check after this is over. That was good. That was a lot of defense. And I swear to God, that was probably the hardest player versus player that I've played. I mean, not... How do I explain this? That was the most effort I have put into a head-to-head match in a very, very long time. I'm burping. That means that it's time for beer 5. Friend requests coming in. Where are we at? God, we're over an hour. I haven't even played one Thanksgiving match. You guys are killing me. Skirtle. I loved Skirtle. Let's see. What we got here? Return of the King. We'll let you autoplay. I want to read this a little bit. Lambert. I liked Lambert just because he was big. You know, not bad. Did I grab Rush being a Liverpool fan? No. And let me explain why. Only because I don't use legendary cards. Or not legendary cards. What are they called? They're legends, right? Icons. Jesus. I swear this is beer 5. Yeah, thanks. That was a great game. Stopty, that was a great game. An informed player, thanks for the buff. I appreciate it. Now that was tough. That was a tough match. Iago Aspas played for Liverpool. No, I do not remember that. Let's see. But no, before you want to go on, I loved Martin Skirtle. In my house, he was my favorite Liverpool player for a very, very, very long time. It was always Martin Skirtle this, Martin Skirtle that. He wasn't a great defender, but I just really liked the guy. Something about him. He was all heart, which is kind of why I always liked Henderson, and it's why I love James Milner so much. It's the heart aspect of it, and I loved Martin Skirtle so much so that I, as my kids, who are now 18 and 14, my boys, my oldest, my 18-year-old, his number is 37 in college, and my 14-year-old's number is 37 in club. And it's not I mean, they both, appreciated Skirtle, but my 18-year-old's actually a wing. But with that number and that name being through our house all those years, that's where it is. Stopty, I'm telling you, you got it. The bottle of vitamin C, the vitamin C enema, every time. Yeah, number 37, Skirtle. No matter where he went, he stuck with that number, and that's where it is. If you paid attention, God, I'm getting beat 2-0. If you paid attention, I posted something on FinallyHeSleeps, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. We have a Russian tortoise here at the house, and his name is Marty Skirtle the turtle. Just because of Martin Skirtle. Yep. Marty Skirtle. Even though he's a tortoise, he's Skirtle the tortoise. Not Skirtle the turtle, but you get it. It's actually pretty. He's a cool turtle. No, what else was I saying? Shaqiri was open all day on the right. I wasn't even paying attention. I mean, honestly, when I was playing against Stopty, I was watching every one of his players. I was not looking for an opportunity to cross. I really spent so much money on that Pulisic card that I've been overplaying him because I really want to feel like I got my money's worth, and apparently I didn't. How am I making coins right now? Just with more investments. That's it. I was going to do a massive sale, get rid of almost everybody I have after Tuesday when I unlocked the market perk with VIP 10, and was just going to unload everybody and then start spending it at that time. But I started buying some stuff, and because I was selling stuff because I wanted to be able to have enough for Van Dijk, because we anticipated a Van Dijk Team of the Week card after, was it the Brighton game? Was it Brighton? I think it was Brighton. But with the Everton game on Wednesday, now I'm thinking I might have to do all this again next Wednesday when I grab my Sadio Mane Team of the Week left wing, which is why I didn't spend $30 million on left mid Mane and instead spent $20 million. Well, actually, I spent $18 million on the Ox. Let's see. What are you saying? When I watched Premier League as a 9-year-old and Torres came on, the game was over from then. Fernando Torres, El Nino. I loved that. I loved when he was on there. But, more so than Fernando Torres, there was this very, very, very special year when it was Daniel Sturridge in his prime, before his injuries, and Luis Suarez up top. That two-man attack was unreal. And it was the same season after, let's see, they lost Raphael as the manager and brought back one of my favorite coaches of all time, King Kenny, who was also one of my favorite players. They brought back King Kenny and Kenny Dalglish, and they had a season with him at the helm and Sturridge and Suarez up top. And that may have been my favorite year to ever watch Liverpool. And that was probably maybe 10 years ago. I don't know. But I've been a Liverpool fanatic for 35 years. And since I'm in the States, I've only gotten to see them play one time. And it was a fantastic game. It was Liverpool Man United, and Liverpool won. That's the only match I've ever been. I've never been to Anfield. It's a lifelong dream to make it over to actually go to the stadium. I would bawl like a little bitch for hours. I would probably cry through the entire game. It's just one of those things. All right, what we got? Friend requests. Lots of friends. I'm apparently very popular tonight. One more head-to-head. I'm not getting anything done. My intention was to sit on here for 90 minutes playing Thanksgiving bullshit. And now apparently I'm going to have to pull an all-nighter. What time is it here? It's 12:15 a.m. here for me. And I have to be up. I have to be on the road for work by 7 a.m. So I got about 5.5 hours. So that's what we'll do. No sleep tonight. Just Thanksgiving. 43. What do I have? 43 player versus player matches. What does it take? About 3-4 minutes a piece by the time you wait on them to load and you claim your rewards. So 3 minutes and 43. That's 2.5 hours. I should be able to do it in 2.5 hours. Maybe 3 hours. I'll probably have to take a stop in the middle to go take a shit to wake myself up. Never underestimate the constitutional to wake yourself up. And if that doesn't work, you can always jerk off. Do I think Van Dijk is a bit too hyped? You're asking the guy who just said he was a Liverpool fanatic since he was 8 years old if I think Van Dijk is a bit too hyped. Be as honest as possible. No. No, I don't think he's too hyped. I've seen it's okay here. Let me explain this. If he was a midfielder, if he was a striker, it would be very easy to say he's too hyped. But from a coaching perspective, one of the toughest positions on the field to shine at is a center back position. And the reason being is it's very difficult to show positive moments in that role. Because anything you've done well is because something didn't happen. Think about it that way. The only time a center back really gets a major amount of credit is when he scores headers on corners, or if he inadvertently saves a goal-scoring opportunity. Let's say the keeper comes off his line, he bats a ball out, and the center back runs across to save a goal across inside the 6-yard box. They get a lot of hype for that. They finish headers, they get a lot of hype. Somebody like Van Dijk, who has had a couple of great years stopping people from dribbling by him and owning the back of the field as a captain and failing to make mistakes the way most center backs do, it makes a huge difference. So when you take that into consideration from a coaching standpoint, that's why I say he's not overhyped, because his accomplishments far outweigh any small gaffes where you can look at other center backs. And when you have somebody like that who has taken charge of the back end and fixed problem areas and led the team from the back forward on the field, makes a huge difference. So no, I don't think he's overhyped at all. I think he was underrated before he came to Liverpool, and I think he just had it's a tsunami of good luck, and it's the perfect storm for him to shine. I don't think he would have had these opportunities at anywhere else other than Liverpool. Certain players just fit where they are. It's like when Coutinho left and went to Barcelona. I always loved Coutinho, but I knew it's not a fit. He's not going to fit in. He's not going to fit in there. It's not where he needs to be. Bayern, same thing. I just don't think it's going to work out. It's a type of play that doesn't work. Now, here's another thing. I don't think Coutinho would have done as well under Klopp. Did we just miss a PK? Damn. I don't think Coutinho would have done as well under Klopp. Bro, do I think the earth is flat? Well, yeah. No. That's a stupid question. All right. I think this is where we're going to end the last head-to-head. Still miss the Vidic and Rio combo. No, I will say that I am incredibly hyped for Ballon d'Or this year. The year Manuel Neuer was up for the Ballon d'Or and had a ghost of a shot to win Player of the Year, I really, 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 really wanted him to win just to see a defender come away with the Ballon d'Or. And I think there is a real chance for Van Dijk to win it this year. And if he does, it will be unbelievable. I think it would be awesome to see, not just because of Liverpool, but I just want to see a defender win Ballon d'Or. I think we've had attackers that the old adage, what is it? Strikers win games, or no? How do you say that? Attackers fill seats, defenders win games. I can't remember. I really like that idea of a defender winning it. Where do I think Coutinho will end up? That's a good question. I don't know where he's going to end up. I know. I don't know where he should go. I mean, it's a very specific style of play. See, I think he would have done well at like Juventus, but not so much now. PSG, Coutinho at PSG, I could see that. That way, actually, that might be a good fit. What's the question that we want to know? When will I play Player of the Month? That is a very good question. Okay, so now let me explain this. Me not yet playing Player of the Month has nothing to do with any kind of specific strategy. I'm not trying to like wait the time out or jump in at a certain point. I swear to God, I've just been so busy the last week and a half, 2 weeks. And with the whole thing trying to start the podcast, just because it's something I've always wanted to do, that's why. I think we haven't played Puku yet. We'll let one more run. Once this head-to-head is over, I'll probably end it there. But go ahead and hit me with any more questions you've got. I got a few things I can go over. I really just been so busy. And, the match is no longer available. I've really just been that busy. I haven't had the time to play it. Like I said, the Thanksgiving I'm so far behind on. But I think there's two schools of thought on when are the best time to play Player of the Month. One strategy says you jump in right jump in right away so that there is a massive pool of players and you have a better opportunity to get matchups that are you have a better chance to get matchups against players that aren't as good. Let's say that. But I really don't know. It kind of changes from time to time. Let's see. And as a Real Madrid, I think Ramos, Marcelo, and Modric don't deserve to be anywhere on the top squad. As far as like the team of the year, if that's what you're referring to, like I don't know. You have to. You can't always just look at a team performance. You gotta look at individual performance. They do the team of the year based on January 1st to December 31st. So it's the end of last season, the beginning of this season, all the international play. Based on the Ballon d'Or results, which it's a voted result. I mean, you obviously have Messi, Van Dijk, Ronaldo up in there in the squad. I think you're going to see Ramos. I don't think he's going to miss out on the team of the year. Let's see, who else do I think? I think you're going to have Mane and you're going to have Salah in the squad. I think Alisson will be the keeper. I think you're going to have De Bruyne and Hazard in midfield. Bernardo Silva will be in. And the defense is where I'm kind of. I think you'll definitely have some Ajax players. I think if you're a Netherlands fan, you're going to be incredibly excited with Team of the Year. I think there's going to be a crazy amount of Netherlands players. Is Marcelo any better than Robertson? No, he wasn't. I think Robertson has played fantastic this past year, but I think there are better players than. I'm a Liverpool fan, so immediately I'm biased. It's like looking at your own kids. Everybody thinks their own kids are the best looking and the smartest and the most athletic and the prettiest, but you're biased as a parent. But I think from a coaching standpoint, when you watch some of these teams play, there are performances that they play well. But there are players out there that are better players than some of these players, and it has more to do with the squad that they're in. And I think that's one of the difficult things to see. Do I think Alisson's the best keeper and deserves that spot? Yes, I do. Not just as a Liverpool fan, but I think he's a fantastic keeper. Do I think Firmino deserves a spot in the team of the year? No. I don't. I mean, I love Firmino, and I would never take him off the team, and I would use him if I had the opportunity. I think he's a staple and a big part of Liverpool. I hate when he's not on the field, but I don't think he deserves a spot in Team of the Year, whereas I think Mane does. Do I think Aguero deserves a spot? No, not at all. But he probably will end up with at least a reserve spot. Kevin De Bruyne, he'll be on there, and he deserves it. There's a decent amount of players, but I think there's going to be at least 2 or 3 players from Ajax on the Team of the Year too. Robertson and Martellus at left back, I would be happy with that. But I do think you're going to see, if I had to choose, I think you're going to see 4 Liverpool players on the Team of the Year starting squad. I'm calling it. 4 Liverpool players on the Team of the Year starting squad. And I think those 4 players are going to be Mane, Salah, Van Dijk, and Alisson. I think those 4 are going to make the Team of the Year squad. I think Man City's going to have Silva, and I think it's going to be Silva and De Bruyne from Man City. As far as defense goes, I think you're going to see some La Liga players in. Right wing's going to be interesting. That's going to be the position. It's definitely possible that you could have Mane at left wing and Salah at right wing and someone else up top in that striking position. I don't know. Sterling, I think everyone loves Sterling. I can't stand him. I never liked him when he was at Liverpool. Is he a strong player? Yes. Does he have moments? Yes. But will he make the squad? Probably. In fact, he could probably make it over Salah. Why did I not like Sterling? There's something about him. It's attitude. Even when he was on Liverpool, just did not care for him. I never really liked Henderson that much. I always liked Gerrard, not Henderson. Henderson, just something about him, he just kind of rubs me the wrong way. I don't know. He was just cocky. He still is. My favorite thing I think I've ever seen in reference to him, there's 2 things. Number 1, the best Sterling moment ever was when Eden Hazard ran down the field making fun of him. I think it was on a K2 video. And he ran like a Tyrannosaurus Rex down the field with his butt out and his hands up. And it was his impersonation of Sterling. That's my number 1 Sterling moment. My number 2 Sterling moment was on Being Liverpool, the documentary series. I think it was like the 4th episode. This was years ago. And if you're a Liverpool fan and you didn't watch Being Liverpool, you have to get it and watch it. It was so good. It was back when like John Joe Shelby was on Liverpool squad. But there is an episode of that series where they're getting ready to get on the bus. And I think it's Jordan Henderson walks up to the bus with a car seat. And someone asks him what he's doing. And he said, he's like, it's Sterling's. He has to sit in this on the bus. Just so damn funny. But yeah, if you've never seen Being Liverpool, you have to watch that out. Okay, here's the question. Is there another live stream in 10 and a half or 10 hours? I tried to do these at 10:30 at night on Thursday for me, we started this one at 11, so it was a half hour later than normal. And then I do it again 10:30 in the morning on Friday. Here's the thing. I'm traveling tomorrow. I have to leave for work in the morning. I will not be around to do a live stream in the morning. But I do promise to get one more live stream in before the weekend. So it will not be tomorrow morning. I will not be doing another one in about 10 hours. I will be doing another one possibly in 16 to 18 hours, or I'll do it Friday night for me. But I'll let it know and get you guys going. What is my occupation? That's a good question. I've talked about this before. By trade, I am an industrial designer. I'm a director of design, product developer. Have been for a very long time. That's what I do. And I am also a coach. I actually spend as much time as a coach as I do an industrial designer. I'm an administrator for a youth academy. I've been there since it began. I've been a paid coach for 11 or 12 years. And usually I have between 4 and 5 teams that I coach, anywhere from U8 to U19. I think U19 is usually where we end it because they leave to go to college. But like right now, I'm on break right now. I don't have any teams over the month of December. We take a break from December 1st to January 1st for the holiday. But once January starts back up and my teams reconvene, I will have U15 boys, U16, 2 U15 boys, a U16 boys, and then training for U15, 16, and 17 girls. What's the other question? What's my league rank? 6,908. That's our league rank, which is awesome because I think we were ranked 30,000 last week at this time. What position did I play when I was young? Keeper. I was a keeper, and then I played defense. Center back and outside back. But I only played when I was very small, and then once I hit maybe 12 years old, I switched sports. And then I played football and golf. I played football, American football, until I was in high school, and then I got the most opportunity out of golf. So I played golf for 6 years, and I've always played indoor until I had my 3rd knee surgery, and then I stopped playing indoor. So even when I was all through, as I was young, when I wasn't playing soccer, I was playing indoor and futsal. And then after college is when I started coaching again. I loved it. I've always loved the sport. The only reason I didn't play is where I grew up in the 1980s, which is where I was as a kid. You didn't have many opportunities. It wasn't a sport that was popular enough to have teams here in the United States until 1994, when the World Cup was in the United States. Before 1994, we didn't have a televised professional league. All of our professional soccer was only professional because they were paid to play, but none of it was televised. Half of it was indoor. It was very strange. It wasn't until 1994 when when the sport got popular, and in 1994 I was in college. So, yeah, what's your favorite national team on world football events? Germany. I mean, my family are 3rd generation German. My great grandparents came over from Germany. So my family has always been very German focused. My dad's side of the family, my mom's side is German and Irish. So at my house, it was always Germany this, Germany that. So growing up, it just kind of became the thing. And as I really got into soccer as a kid and followed sports, you couldn't follow American soccer because we didn't have anything to follow, which is why I became a Liverpool fan, because it was one of the only teams you could watch was European soccer. And for us, I mean, I remember watching the World Cup, and when the World Cup came through the United States, nothing was close to me to go watch, but Germany's always been my team. All right, what was the question? Oh, the league rank. Yeah, 6,098. Now let me tell you why my league is ranked 6,908. The reason being is we were about 150 to 200 for weeks, and we struggled to win a match. It was you'd win one, you'd tie one, you'd lose two. You'd win one, you'd tie one, you'd lose two. And because most of the people in my team, in my league, really wanted Zidane, we were struggling to get all of the milestones in for the league wins. And where's it at? Yeah, that 50 league tournament wins. So what we did is we abandoned the league, started a new one, and just so that we could start easily winning matches. So you see, I mean, we've got 110 OVR. Let's see how many. Nobody's even played. We're auto playing. We haven't had any squad we've had to go up against since this began that we didn't have to just auto play against everybody. I mean, you can auto play and put in 60 goals against, every squad you play against usually has like an 85, an 86. So yes, my league is that league. The assholes who dropped just so we could get enough for it. Okay, so what's the most overrated player right now? Like I just said, Sterling is not my favorite player. I think Sergio Aguero is probably, in my opinion, in the Premier League, the most overrated player. And I like him. I do like Sergio Aguero. Kun Aguero, it's not that I don't like him. It's that he's just not been having a good run the last 6 months. And there comes a point where you're just, dude, take a break. I think he needs to leave Man City. I think he needs to find a place to make it happen. Okay, Sebastian Daff is asking, can I join your league if I requested? I can tell you right now that our league's minimum OVR, I think, is 98. And we only accept in pairs. And it's usually if someone drops, we'll grab one. Otherwise, we can grab two at a time. Because we let everybody play league versus league as long as they're active and doing something. That's it. So if there's two people that want to join, we would let two in. Otherwise, you got to keep those numbers even. But if you're over 98, yeah, we'll take anybody. We don't care. Our league is not very competitive. We spend more time in my league. We spend more time in WhatsApp passing back jokes. That's it. I mean, if you look at our league chat, it's like nothing. 3 days ago, 1 week ago, no one talks. But our WhatsApp goes absolutely apeshit. All right, that's a good place to end it. League invitation, sorry. I'm in a league. Been in the league for a while. Okay, that's a good place to end it. Pay attention. Watch the channel. See what's going on. Make sure you like, subscribe, and make sure you got notifications turned on, because I will let you guys know when I'm live streaming again. It won't be at the normal time. Pay attention that way, because I'll post it once I know when I'm going to do it. I'll be able to throw up the video so that you guys can see when it's coming. Let's see. Who would you trade Firmino for in real life? I wouldn't. I like Firmino. I can't imagine anybody that I would rather have in there at center forward than Firmino. He's a great false nine. I love him at false nine. Get some rest. I am not getting rest. Tonight will be an all-nighter because I have to get the Thanksgiving shit done. Damn it. Okay. Make sure you guys, if you haven't checked it out, I've got a podcast now. I'm that guy. Trying to do it every week. It's going to get better week by week as I start to understand what you actually have to do for a podcast. I'd like to get some people involved, maybe some interviews, someone else to interact with, but make sure you follow along. We finally got picked up by, let's see, it's now on Spotify, Stitcher. It's also on Apple, iTunes. It's out there. It's called My Wife Hates Video Games. And you have no idea how true that really is. So, make sure you check it out. Thanks for the luck. Hopefully I get all good wins. So the 4 that I ran the first phase, I had 11 wins, 11 wins, 11 wins, and 10 wins. That was it. I still haven't gotten the 12-win run. So, 4 more tries tonight. We'll see if we can do it. Thanks a lot, guys, for getting involved. Thanks for letting me autoplay you guys tonight. And I appreciate you guys checking it out and interacting with me. It was a lot of chat tonight, and I really liked it. I like talking to you guys. I like playing too, but I really need to get a wireless headset. A corded game trying to play these head-to-head matches is a total bitch. So, and yes, the form match is a scam. I have no idea how they're doing matchmaking for any of this stuff, especially Player of the Month. Everybody I'm talking to in my league, it seems like they're struggling to get past 26 wins. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. That's where I'm going to end it. Live stream again tomorrow, but I don't know a time yet. Make sure you guys check out the podcast, FinallyHeSleeps.com. And follow me online, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, thanks a lot.